Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, the media guy, and today I'm here to share my thoughts on a very special movie that's dedicated to Bruce Lee called Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story. Now, if any of you guys are big fans of Bruce Lee, then I assume that you must have saw this autobiography movie about his personal life and what he's going through over the years. But just in case you guys really don't know much about this and need any synopsis on what it's about, this critically acclaimed film reveals the life of the man behind the legend, a life of awesome fighting skills, passion, romance, and spiritual triumph over demons from without and within. After a childhood of religious martial arts trainings, young Bruce Lee, played by Jason Scott Lee, escapes the street brawls of Hong Kong to enter college in America, where racial taunts forces him to unleash his powerful skills. But soon, a scorn chases to respect, and opponents will become allies. Lee opens his own kung fu school, marrying a former student who shares his dreams, played by Laura Holly. Lee is discovered by a Hollywood producer, played by Robert Weiner, and begins a mediocre rise to fame and an all too short range as one of the most charismatic action heroes in motion picture history. Called an immensely entertaining movie by CBS TV, Dragon is ablaze with comedy, touching romance, and perhaps the most spectacular martial arts sequences ever filmed. It's an uplifting, unforgettable glimpse into life, love, and the unconquerable spirit of a remarkable man. Okay, first of all, sorry for a few word mispronunciations. And second of all, I also think this is a very good movie. It does have a lot of great writing, great action sequences, a great story with a beginning, middle, and end. And I do like how it actually tells the story about Bruce Lee's life, on how he was a struggling man with a lot of martial arts skills, and became a Hollywood actor, starring TV shows like The Green Hornet, Enter the Dragon, and The Big Boss. I actually think that's actually a pretty cool idea for a movie, you know. Now, to be fair, I personally don't know Bruce Lee in general because, well, I don't know the man personally. I haven't seen some of his movies that he was in, but I'm sure he must have been an interesting fella to hang out with, either as a friend or a relative. And you got him throughout the entire movie, you can honestly tell what he's going through. A harmless man from Hong Kong, China, trying to fit in and trying to become a great actor. Boy, I mean, he does have the right set of skills. It's actually pretty cool that he gets to fall in love with the girl of his dreams, Linda, at college. I actually do love the fighting sequences in this movie because, man, I bet they must have studied Bruce Lee's films to know what to do about all the martial arts scenes, especially the tournaments. Oh man, if Bruce Lee was still around right now, just remind me not to mess with him, because I feel he's like the type of guy you don't want to mess around with at a dark alley or something. Okay, maybe he's not that cruel, but still. It is good that this is like a biography of his life and what he's been going through. And I'm not sure if this is technically I'm not sure if this is technically one of those based on true story movies. I mean, I did say it's a biography of Bruce Lee's life and how he became what we know and know now. Now, I'm pretty sure. Now, not gonna lie, even though I don't know much about Jason Scott Lee, but I honestly think he did a fantastic job playing Bruce Lee in this movie. Now again, I also never met Jason Scott Lee, but I actually think he did. I think he did a swell job with his own portrayal as Bruce Lee, because I'm guessing he almost looks like Bruce Lee. Probably. Maybe to you guys, that might not be an uncanny resemblance or something, which I'm just taking a wild guess. But still, this is probably the right type of movie for a lot of fans all over the world, especially moviegoers and kung fu / martial arts experts. I mean, actually, no. I used to take karate class all the time, back during my elementary school and middle school days. But now, I might be a little rusty. I might be a little bit rusty with my martial arts skills. Oh well, I guess it has been like so many years, you know. Now, I didn't grow up with a lot of Bruce Lee movies because I never even watched any of them. But it is also cool how the filmmakers who worked on this movie also tried to show us Bruce Lee working on other movies like Enter the Dragon and The Big Boss. And I assume those must be like real Bruce Lee movies that came out during the early 70s. Or something. Or maybe they're just made up for the movie. I don't know, but you guys can let me know down in the comments below. This movie is also dedicated to Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, who I'm not sure if he had any involvement with this movie. Probably not. Probably not, but I think he did die of some kind of heart attack or disease. Probably maybe like a few months or days before and after the film was released. So it was also nice for the filmmakers to dedicate him in this movie. And I'm guessing this entire movie is like one big dedication to Bruce Lee. And again, I know it's technically not like one of those based on true story movies, since it is like a biography of Bruce Lee's life. I also like how before he started to become an actor, he even started out owning his own martial arts school for anyone who wants to learn how to use kung fu, which is actually pretty cool. It would be like a good self-defense for a lot of victims who were being bullied in school. Pretty unique. So I guess Bruce Lee technically started out as as a martial arts teacher and then became an actor in Hollywood. Pretty cool. I mean, I don't know too many people who actually went through the same thing like Bruce Lee did. But still, you can honestly tell that this movie can also be very dramatic at times. Like what Bruce Lee and his wife are going through, the two of them are arguing from time to time about how Bruce is not spending as much time with his family, even though he would end up doing it later on. I honestly think both Bruce and Linda are perfect for each other. Well, yeah. I think before he became like a martial arts teacher and actor, he did start to become a wash boy at a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, somehow one of the staff keeps pestering him a bit. Sheesh, talk about not getting some respect, you know. And we even get a little bit of a fight scene later between some of the cooks and Bruce Lee. And I was like, oh boy, things are really cooking up tonight. Ha ha! And I don't mean egg rolls. I mean, if you guys have seen this movie, you pretty much know what I'm talking about. I also like how Bruce Lee also tried to defend himself against a bunch of bullies in the gym scene. I guess learning Kung Fu from an old wise man back in Hong Kong in 1946 really paid off. So anyways, I honestly think Dragon, a Bruce Lee story, is a fantastic biography movie. Whether you're fans of Bruce Lee's movies, Kung Fu, or both. So, I'll give this movie 5 golden stars out of 5, since that's how phenomenal this movie is. So thank you guys for watching, and I did my very best to describe this movie as best as I can. So do you guys have any fond memories of this movie? Just let me know down in the comments below.